What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to this EU4 AI only battle. We started in the Spanish succession scenario of 1701 and we'll be going through till 1821. I feel like I'm flying a plane. Yep, we'll be leaving at 1:05 from London and I don't know, arriving somewhere 1821. But yeah, so far so good. What's going on down here? Who are these countries? Who are the Ottomans not killed, surprisingly? Wallachia. But yeah, Europe is actually incredibly completely at peace right now. It's remarkable. Oh no, there we go. Someone ruined it. Tuscany is going after somebody down here. Who's fighting this war? Diplomatic map mode. Oh, well that sucks. Who is that? Who is this in the middle? Poor Modena. Not really where you want to be. Looks like Tuscany's doing the siege, so they will probably grab this. They are the most powerful of all those sort of northern Italians. Bar the Papal State's pretty strong, but they weren't involved. Or were they? No, they weren't. But you know, of these guys, Tuscany definitely the strongest. Oh, and there's a little bit going up. Oh no, that's rebels. Maybe the rest of the HRE's keeping it together. I'm sure we'll get a big war soon. It's just sometimes there's peace treaties in the way. Russia dealing with some separatists, not separatists, particularists and Cossack rebels. Interesting. Qing v Japan is still the major war I think that's going on. I will get this up and ready so that I can keep an eye on it. England and France are busy doing stuff with natives, and yeah, the Mughals, Spain as well, down in Indonesia. So yeah, there you go. All the Europeans. Little busy halfway around the world. Spain trying to add to the Spanish Moluccas here. I think Britain and France will be adding things up this way. So as you can imagine, not too busy. And the Ottomans were at peace for once. They're not in any wars. Improving relations with France. Oh my goodness, how do they have so many vassals? How can they support that? Like, that is crazy. I don't know if they'll ever get their independence, but they currently have Moldavia, Ragusa. Oh, okay, so this is why those nations aren't part of the Ottomans. Wallachia, Crimea, Hejaz, Algiers, Tripoli, Tunis, and Dongola. So they have quite a few vassals around their borders anyway. I did not even realize I didn't realize there was that many. They have 9. Is that 9 or 10? 5, 9. No allies, obviously. They have been warned by Austria. It's very bold of Austria. I don't know if Austria has much power between the two of them. I think Austria probably would lose that one. Spain and France at the moment leading the list, then the Ottomans and Russia, Qing, England, Austria, and the Mughals currently filling out the top 8. Oh, Qing is also at war with these guys. Oh no, that's not Qing, is it? It's these guys. No, wait, it was these guys. Now it is Qing. No, wait, what? Who are you fighting? They don't fight. What? Well, it obviously just ended very quickly. But yeah, it was somebody. It was one of these two. They are literally the same almost in terms of orange. Shade of yellow and orange. It's impressive that so many of them do manage to stay sort of different colours, because there's a lot of countries around. I feel like some of them are the same. They're just far enough away. But there you go. Like Japan and Great Britain, they seem pretty similar. Japan's red is a little less like red, more pink, but still. Japan's still fighting Qing here. Not going too well, but again, Japan should be able to defend themselves. Okay, they're an island, but yeah, it's not ideal. Certainly not ideal. The big one that we'll see at some point is Qing v Russia, and I don't really know who's in a position to win that. Normally Russia starts off on top because the game puts them sort of on top, but eventually Qing just has the numbers. But for now, at least, the force limit is certainly... Oh no, that's the Ottomans, sorry. The force limit is in Russia's side, but Qing has the total military. And at the moment, both of them really low on manpower, which is again probably one of the causes for just being a bit quiet. Not too many wars. I'm surprised by the lack of the Europeans up there. France is all the way down here at 78, Spain at 84. Especially since I just played a game, and 1700s was obviously when I was as Austria. I had like 200k troops for most of the 1700s. There you go. England only has 30,000 in their active military, so yeah, not as... I guess they're not as blobbed out. Obviously, my Austria was huge that I just finished playing as. Not to like brag or anything, but you know, We had all of this territory here from the Commonwealth. We had all of northern Italy stretching down this way. We had more of up here and stuff. And we had a bit more, I think we were a bit more dipping into the Ottoman border was a bit further to the south, particularly by the end. I think it was down to sort of here. So yeah, maybe we were a bit better off on that front. But Russia's dealing with their rebels, so I'm sure they'll be okay. And I'm sure we'll get a big war fairly soon. It always happens. There's just some crazy stuff going on. In some of my recent games, I've seen some crazy things. France seems to have ended up in personal unions all the time as junior partners. Just a complete mess. But yeah, Qing is winning pretty comfortably. 28 war score. Portugal having some success against another native population somewhere. The Ottomans are in a war against Yemen and Mara, which should go pretty easily for them. Persia's at war with Oman here as well. But yeah, Yemen pretty much done. And I don't even know. Oh, there's Mara. Not particularly too difficult for the Ottomans and all of their vassals. So yeah, we'll see if they integrate them. They might give them to somebody else. You never know. But depends who's sort of, probably most likely just going to be taken by the Ottomans. They've already separate peace to Mara over there. We'll see who else is Persia in a conflict with? It's just Oman, so that should be pretty easy for them to come out on top in. Some more separatists in there. These are all just separatist occupations that I can see. That's just a river. It's even more embarrassing. Tuscany did eat up Medina in here, so we're seeing Italy a little bit more united. Just slowly going to see some of the one province minors start to disappear. Wonder what will happen to the HRE, because it's still quite divided. I don't know if Prussia might be the sort of nation that can start to unite it. Obviously the Netherlands will be playing a part as well. Maybe Bavaria. I could see you getting like a nice three-way split between them. What's the relationships in Scandinavia? Are they allied to each other or anything? No, they aren't. Sweden is independent now. Denmark does control all of Norway and Iceland, but yeah, I don't know who's stronger out of those two. I'm sure we'll find out. Probably Sweden, but we'll find out at some point. Russia is struggling here. These rebels, they seem to be having a lot of success, and Russia's just all over the place. They have a lot of troops out here. I don't know if they're maybe a bit nervous about Qing. They're not currently at war. Russia doesn't really have any good allies. Saxony, Imereti, Circassia as a vassal, and Montenegro, not really, not superpowers by any means. To be fair, there's not that many alliances between them. Austria has one with England, but that's about it, and Austria has the Netherlands as well, but apart from that, they're pretty separated. France has Bavaria, which probably makes it better off, to be fair, but I think that's probably a good thing. Spain only has Timbuktu, and I mean a ton of colonies, but still, it probably does make it more interesting that they're not just, if Spain and France just allied each other, that probably wouldn't be that interesting. They'd just be steamrolling everybody. Or if Austria was to get a personal union over Spain, though, that would be amazing. That would, be probably fair. We've all been there before. No deja vu or anything to my last series. French Louisiana is struggling here against some natives. I'd love to see just the natives just boot them out. Like, look at the Iroquois here. If they just go Civ 5 style and just start taking all of North America for themselves. Ugh, what is this? Why has the font gone like this, Florida? What have you done? The Sioux here as well. It's pretty familiar names. The Cree. Yeah, some definitely names we recognise from Civ. Shoshone. The Chinook there as well. Spanish California. I'm interested in where they sort of, colonise now that they have free reign. See, a lot of it was already predetermined, but, it'll be quite interesting to see where they end up going. See what happens in India will be cool as well. The Netherlands are here. I think England's here a little bit. I don't know if anyone else is here too much. There's a bit of France there. I see the Dutch are here. But France, yeah. That looks like it's here. Oh, and I think these are the people Portugal are attacking. So Portugal might end up over here as well at some point. Which is interesting. They all want their own bit. This is Mysore. For a second I thought it might be Austria, but no. Same colour. But oh, there's Portugal. They are here. Oh, Portugal after these guys as well. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, this isn't who Portugal are after. I think that's just occupied by them. Oh, no, it is. Are these two? Oh, yeah, Portugal's just after this blue area all over, apart from the French bit. England, that's part of it. An Indian nation. Yeah, no other Europeans. I don't think. There's a little bit more Portugal, but the Ottomans aren't here or anything. Which is probably good. Get a little scary if they were. Who is this? They're doing pretty well. Gorka. I can't even see them. Where are they? Are they like a one province minor? Are they really doing that well? I have no idea where Gorka is, but they're doing very well here against these bigger orange dudes. Oh, they're being helped out by the Mughals, so that would explain a lot. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, there they are. They have been fully occupied, but never mind. But it's still going well for them. Qing did peace out with Japan and did conquer these islands. I don't know if they'll do much more in the future, just because it's difficult. I think we'll probably see Japan unite the islands and maybe, cause Russia some problems, but maybe go after parts of the Pacific, but I don't think we'll see them again at war with Qing too often. Oh, Hanover versus Prussia. Is this a big war? No. Should be okay for Prussia, as long as they manage their troops okay. But yeah, there's a couple of countries in there that can make it a little awkward. Plenty of these colonial wars. Persia is in 2 wars right now, so we'll go and have a look at that. Oh no, that's the Mughals, sorry. Then my Persia, they do have Anhalt and Mecklenburg on their side and they are winning. So they should be good. Spain is also going after some natives now around Florida. So yeah, there you go. We're seeing France, Britain and Spain pretty occupied out this way at the moment. It's getting interesting stuff. Develop it. It's building. I feel like there's going to be something big. Like someone's going to fall apart. Also, the future of the Commonwealth will be quite an interesting one. Their independence is currently still supported by Denmark and Bavaria. I wouldn't have thought that would be enough to take down Russia, but with the Commonwealth there, I mean, it's not out of the realms of imagination. Russia is struggling a little bit. It could happen. I think if Russia, comes off with like another war and then it happens, then, there's a chance. It might be circumstantial, but it certainly isn't 100% not going to happen. And yeah, Yemen did get integrated by the Ottomans, and I'm sure we're going to see the Ottomans sort of swell up at some point once we get, obviously it's been a while now, but they might start to integrate some of these vassals, and that'll be quite a big swelling. Persia did break into Arabia here. They might have had this for a while because they are still at war with Oman, so they'll probably get a little bit more before this is over. I think this is just a war with Oman. I don't know who. Do they need a war score of somebody else? I don't know what's exact. Oh, maybe some of these guys. And then the Mughals are fighting this war, which again will just give them some more control over central India as they continue to consolidate their power. Climb up this list. No one new appearing. I'm just keeping an eye if anyone new shows up, or the embracing of the institutions will certainly move countries further up or down. England, I think, is it a personal union England has? So yeah, England integrating Scotland will take a lot longer, but could also happen at some point. So there's a lot more going on here, but I think it is just mostly rebels. Yeah, for the most part. Prussia pieced out. They look smaller. Did Sweden have this before? Am I going crazy? Did Sweden always have that? I have no idea. Sweden's in Europe now. Either way, mainland Europe. Maybe they weren't before. I don't know. I'm getting confused myself exactly as to what just happened there. But probably was successful for Sweden, maybe? I don't know. Maybe did they just get involved and I just missed it? I don't know. I mean, if Sweden joined against Prussia, that would not go well for them. But either way, this territory is now subject to a bit of a war. Sweden and a few smaller friends, by the look of it, up against Denmark. Is that right? Denmark, Bremen, Oyo, and Dagbon. Now, I don't think Oyo and Dagbon matter too much, but the others pretty important. I'm not really sure what this was over. Okay, some more native wars. Purging of the heresy from Persia in Oman, yep. Sweden just straight up attacked Denmark and is losing at the moment, but I mean, I feel like Sweden should probably win eventually. HRE, there is some imperial authority, it's going okay. Everyone's voting for Austria, not me. Obviously, I don't exist, so that does make sense. There is religious peace. some reforms here. They've all got their own pictures now. It's pretty cool. I don't know if we'll see anything happen with this. Maybe Austria can achieve forming the HRE. I don't know, but it would be kind of interesting. It would be cool to see if they did it. But yeah, that will be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.